What if I told you that most of the stress in your life doesn't come from the world around you, but from the endless cycle of thoughts inside your own head? Overthinking feels productive. You go over every scenario, every possibility, but in reality, it's like trying to solve a maze that has no exit. The more you think, the more trapped you feel. But here's the twist. You're not powerless against it. There are practical, life-shifting ways to break free from this mental loop. And today, I'll share 5 tools that can calm your mind and help you finally escape the grip of overthinking. Number 1, you can't control everything. Think about this. How much of your overthinking is really just fear? Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of making the wrong move. That fear tricks us into believing that if we think long enough, we can control the outcome. But life doesn't work that way. People will act how they want. Plans will fall apart. Surprises will always show up. Here's a simple exercise. Draw a circle on a piece of paper. Inside, write the things you can control: your effort, your attitude, your choices. Outside the circle, write what you can't control: the weather, other people's opinions, the past. Next time your thoughts start spinning, ask yourself, does this fall inside my circle? If not, it doesn't deserve your energy. But letting go of control is only the first step. The real shift begins when you train your mind to stay in the present moment. Number 2, anchor yourself in the present. Overthinking has a sneaky way of pulling you out of reality. One moment you're sitting in a peaceful room, and the next your mind is replaying an argument from last week or imagining a disaster that hasn't even happened. Your body reacts as if it's real, even though it's just a thought. That's the trap. The way out is mindfulness, bringing your attention back to now. Try this. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. Or simply take a slow breath and focus only on the air moving in and out. These small practices remind your brain that peace isn't hiding in the past or the future. It's right here, in this moment. And once you reclaim the present, you'll realize something surprising. The information you feed your mind can either free you or drag you back into overthinking. Number 3, guard what you feed your mind. Your mind is like a sponge. It soaks up whatever you give it. If most of your day is filled with endless scrolling, negative news, or constant comparison, it's no surprise your thoughts feel heavy and cluttered. Overthinking thrives in that kind of environment. But here's the twist. Just like your body feels different when you switch from junk food to healthy meals, your mind feels different when you change what you feed it. Choose inputs that lift you up instead of weighing you down. Read a book that inspires you. Listen to calming music or an encouraging podcast. Watch content that makes you feel lighter, not drained. Because here's the truth. What you put into your mind doesn't just shape your mood, it shapes your entire thought pattern. And once your mental diet starts to shift, the next step is learning how to put boundaries on your worry itself. Number 4, give your worries a time slot. Here's something most people never try. Instead of letting your worries show up all day long, give them an appointment. Set aside 10 minutes, just once a day, where you're allowed to think, write, or even vent about everything on your mind. When the timer ends, so does the worrying. This simple trick teaches your brain that worry has limits. It no longer gets to interrupt you at every moment. And what happens next is powerful. You realize that most of your fears don't need endless thought. They just need a boundary. And once your worries are boxed in, The next step is the one that truly breaks the cycle. Turning thought into action. Number 5. Action silences the noise. Overthinking loves stillness. It feeds on hesitation. The longer you wait, the louder your thoughts become. But the moment you move, even in the smallest way, that mental storm starts to calm. Here's a powerful rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. Send the text, wash the dish, start the draft. Each small action is like flipping a switch in your brain, replacing doubt with momentum. And momentum builds confidence, the very thing overthinking tries to steal from you. Because the truth is, you don't need to feel ready to take action. Action is what creates the feeling of readiness. And once you learn that secret, you'll see overthinking for what it really is. Just noise you don't have to follow. Change your relationship with thoughts. Here's the surprising truth. Stopping overthinking isn't about forcing your mind to be quiet. It's about noticing your thoughts, accepting them, and then choosing not to follow them down every rabbit hole. Peace doesn't come from controlling your mind. It comes from changing how you respond to it. When you combine acceptance, presence, healthy mental input, boundaries on worry, and small, consistent action, you start to reclaim your mental space. You're no longer a prisoner of your own thoughts. You're in control of your life. So today, make a choice. Say no to the endless loop of overthinking, and yes to clarity, calm, and forward motion. The moment you take that step, you'll see just how freeing it can be.